great. G'day, JP here again, and welcome back to MCS. It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning here in Melbourne, and it's not looking good at all. Last night at about 5 o'clock here, it started hailing golf balls and rained for about an hour. It's still raining this morning. It's been raining most of the morning. The plans originally were to get some housework done, clean these gutters, chop some trees down, do some work inside, and midday head out to the Dandenongs and do another ride. But it's not looking good today. Looks like I'll be stuck indoors all day. And what is this?
This is Magic the Gathering. This is all my decks. I'm just sorting them out.
Weekend piano lessons. Awesome. What are you gonna make?
My friend Amy is building something called a Lego Star Wars mock.
I think I'm going to try and build a bike. I think I'm going to try and build a power meter. It's about 12 o'clock here now, and the rain has actually finally stopped. It's still looking pretty miserable though, and everything's looking pretty wet. And still got a lot of things I need to get done around the house, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like I'll be cycling out to the Dandenongs this weekend. I guess here in Melbourne we're heading into winter now, so this is just a reality for us Melbourne cyclists, I guess. I didn't think it was going to come to this so early in the year. Time to initiate Plan Z. Gathered. I'm riding on Zwift today. Of course, in typical Melbourne fashion, the weather is now beautiful blue skies and it's hot. We're going to do a Zwift race today. The race I'll be doing today on Zwift is the 1:55 PM 3R Volcano climb race. It's one lap. It's 22 kilometers or 14 miles. And about 204 meters of climbing. Looking at the course, Volcano Climb, it's essentially the Volcano flat route with the corkscrew climb up the volcano for good measure. Now, it's a fairly steady 3.7 kilometers at an average of 3% gradient. I've had a look at it in detail on Velo Viewer and the Strava segment. The climbing is fine. The only problem is, in my infinite wisdom, I've converted this Bianchi to a 1x, and I thought that a 48 tooth chainring would be a good idea. So I've essentially turned this into a Gardeners Creek track special that's not much good at anything else. Okay, here we go. It's 10 seconds. Starting a bit more slowly than usual. Took off at about 350. I jumped to the front now, it's settled down to about 300 watts. I'm in the front bunch. wasn't concentrating. It was going nice and easy, 4Ks in. I wasn't concentrating and there was a split. Anyway, I burnt a match and I got back on. That's how you got to concentrate, or it's just over. So that's 4.5Ks in. Haven't got my Garmin, so I don't know what my average power is, but it's not much. Probably averaging about 230. Had to put in a big one there to get back on. Anyway. Going through the volcano now, I can almost feel the heat. It's a bit like the devil's elbows. Click up here, check it out. I'm not sure at what point this corkscrew starts. I'm at 12Ks. It looks like a corkscrew. The gradient's 5%. Shit, they're dropping me. Alright, see if we can hang on. Bloody hell, this climb is hard. Bloody hell. Hanging on. That's it. That's it, we're over the climb. Got a boost. See what it is. Oh my god. They attack on the downhill as well. I got the drafting boost. But I got no one to draft. I'm on my own now. There's one guy about 10 meters up, I don't think I can get to him. I need to recover. Alright, it's the last kilometre and there's nothing to race for, it's just the two of us. But it's going to be my last ride for the weekend. It's not about winning or losing. It's about getting a good effort in today. 800 meters. Oh my god. I'm sitting on this guy's wheel just because I got nothing, man. I'm not even doing 200 watts. $500 meters, 200, I'm going to give it to it. Here we go, 300 meters. Over 500 watts, actually nice and easy. Final 100. Here it is. Oh, done. Oh. Oh. So that's a Zwift race. Man. So that's the race done. Haven't done one of those for a while. was a bit different to some of the other races I've done. Very often it's like a 3 or 4 lapper on 8Ks, really flat, and they just go flat out. It's like attack after attack after attack. This one was a bit different. They seem to take off a lot easier, and there seems to be a lot more strategies going on. We had a couple of guys going off up the front. A graders took off and someone went with them. I don't know if we caught up to them again. I stayed with the main bunch there up the climb. I mean, I was suffering. The power numbers were low, but didn't feel like, I don't know, maybe I was just rubbish today, or maybe this power meter's not the same numbers as the other one. Anyway, just more excuses. Anyway, I hung on, I was up the front. Pretty much all the way up the climb, and a couple of early times I fell asleep on the flat and I had to burn a couple of matches to get back on, but I mean, 1 or 2 efforts like that, that's racing. I mean, not that I race anyway, I'm just a hack, but it's just racing on Zwift sometimes. But yeah, once we got to the top of the climb, they obviously know that everyone's just going to ease up, and man, they just took off down the climb. They just absolutely smashed it over the top down the hill, and they were gone, and I was left in no man's land, and me and this other guy, and just nothing left. I think you know what comes next. I think there's a good shower, a good kitchen, a good coffee shop, a good everything about 5 meters that way. So I'm gonna walk down there, have a shower, get changed, have something to eat, upload the file to Strava. We'll check out ZwiftPower. I'll be back with you in a minute and we'll see how we did. So I've uploaded the Zwift ride to Strava. Average speed 38, heart rate average 149, fairly consistent. Power zones, interesting. It says I was at endurance, or zone 2 for 27% of the time. Tempo for 30% of the time. Threshold, bit of threshold for 17%, and some VO2 max. Seems about right. I mean, there was a lot of cruising. It was a tough ride, but there was a lot of just cruising along as well. If you just check the ZwiftPower, if you're not familiar with that, I'll link below to the URL. It's a website that's linked with Strava, and it includes all your race results, and it's a bit of a calendar, a bit of a diary of your Zwift racing. It's really, really good. It's got some stuff here I had never seen before, like, it says age, I'm a veteran, great. Okay, so if we just look at activities, let's look if we can find the one we're looking for. But yeah, something seems to not be right here, because it's been about half an hour and the ZwiftPower hasn't updated with my results. I think I must have been disqualified. I'm not really sure why. I've had power, I had heart rate, I've got it all set up. I should have it set up properly, but it's still showing my last race was from about 3 months ago. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe some experts out there, comment below, let me know what the deal is. But it looks like no ZwiftPower today anyway. But yeah, I think this winter I might get a bit more serious with Zwift. Try and do a race a week, and I'm going to give this Zwift racing a real red hot go. So stay tuned. I've set up a Zwift racing playlist where I'll start adding a lot of the Zwift racing videos. I'll post the videos there, my progress on how I'm doing in the Zwift racing. I'll probably be racing a lot of B grade. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe. A lot more Zwift racing coming your way. Also, don't forget, we have the Punchy Climbs series with the first episode should be up this Thursday. So stay tuned for that one. That should be a lot of fun. And I am also working on another Dandenong Ranges climbing segment. Actually, if anyone can guess what that is, the first person to comment below with the correct answer on what that segment is will win a pair of socks. Yep, that you heard it right. So check out my other Dandenong Ranges climbing videos, see what climbs I've already done, do some research, see what else is out there, and the first person to answer correctly, comment below with what you think the segment will be, and you'll win yourself a pair of socks. There are still quite a few colours left to choose from. That wraps it up for today. So until next time, GoPro, stop recording.